isn't an imposition, Judge.
Not at all. I've often wondered what is back of these grim doors.
Oh, it's exactly what you'd expect. 1890. Excellent taste, inherited wealth. The faith of our forefathers.
It's not always what meets the eye, gentlemen. When you see my Aunt Matilda, you'll understand why I sometimes think I live in a booby hatch.
Now, that's too bad. I used to walk by here with my father on the way to the cathedral when I was a kid. I remember how the carriage with green lamps stood outside. Span of chestnuts in park harness.
Footman holding the bridle, lackey at the carriage door.
The coachman up on the box, waiting to take the old Wall Street pirate and his two daughters to church.
Now you can see why I'd give anything to avoid a court action. She's such a lovely old heirloom, despite her eccentricities.
I always ring that gong, gentlemen, to warn people to stop talking about me behind my back.
Aunt Matilda, this is Judge Olston and Dr. Doremus.
I expected the judge. But why the doctor? Do you wish to take my place?
Oh, no, Miss Reed. I'm a psychiatrist.
Oh, you live by your wits. That isn't an insult. I love men who live by their wits. Tea is served. Oh, no. Just a minute. My bluebird. William? Robert? Now, ready? And now, gentlemen, shall we have our tea? Doctor, over there, please. Judge Alston. Philip? I understand, Judge Alston. Philip wishes to spare me the ordeal of a court hearing.
This is purely an informal visit, Miss Reed. Nothing official, I assure you.
Well, I won't let you drag me into court.
I have no intention of ordering you into court.
You think Judge Alston's afraid if I go to his court, I'll find out how crazy everybody else is?
The judge makes sense sometimes.
All right. I'll make sense. Lemon or cream?
Lemon, please.
Make mine cream.
Do you mind if I just have a drink, Aunt Matilda?
We have no license to transport whiskey. You see, this railroad system was founded when my boys were little.
Your boys?
Didn't Philip tell you I have 3 sons?
Oh, he told me you once adopted 3 wards.
No. They were sons. Michael, Mario, and Jonathan. I suppose you're wondering about these little trains. They belong to my sons. In the old days, up in the playroom when tea time came, we always played railroad to bring their food to them. But lately, it's been a little too much of an effort for me to play with them down on my hands and knees, so it's fun pretending that my boys are here with me at the big table. Would you say that's crazy?
No one minds if you play trains, Aunt Matilda. But it's these other things. A little item of $1,675,000 in the past 9 months. She bought $500,000 worth of dead rats.
I gave a great many poor children $1 apiece for catching those rats. And they gave me this medal. worth $500,000 to me.
And that Camp for the unhappily married, $750,000. And she only prevented one divorce, a blacksmith and his wife.
I got this ring for that. Of course, it's only made out of a horseshoe nail, but it was made by a very happy blacksmith. It is worth $750,000 to me. If you want to know where the rest of the money went, there's a diploma out there in the front hall.
And when I think how hard I worked to build up those income properties, that rayon plant in Canada.
And the rubber plantation up the Amazon, yes. Philip has managed very well.
Then why, Miss Matilda, can't you settle all this amicably without a lot of dull court procedure? It'll be so simple to make Philip administrator of the entire estate.
Oh, no. Philip has done well, but the bulk of my estate? Oh, no.
Then whom would you trust?
Any one of my 3 sons.
I'd like very much to meet them.
Indeed, you must.
Where are they?
Oh, I haven't the faintest idea.
She probably wouldn't even recognize them now. That's what's so pathetic, Judge Austin. Aunt Matilda adopted 3 boys, gave them every advantage that she gave me, and then when they grew up, they walked out on her.
And you haven't heard from them since?
They refused to sponge on me. They decided to go out in the world and make their own way.
Didn't you try and stop them?
I love them for it. We'll be all right, they said, so don't try to find us. But if you ever need us, we'll be there. That's the kind of men my sons are, and I respected their wishes. Now, if you were suggesting that I turn my affairs over to one of my boys...
You would trust a fortune of millions to boys you once befriended, from whom you haven't heard in years?
Yes, and you would, too, if you could meet them.
But how can I meet them?
Drop in for a cup of punch on Christmas Eve. I'll have them here, right by the tree. Then you can judge for yourself.
On Christmas Eve.
That's the time when families are together. And now, gentlemen, if you'll excuse me, all this talk of money made me a little tired.